Chapter 60. Leah.
Adam!
The sound of Leah's own voice rang out through the dense forest, but there was no answer. She pushed aside branches and twigs as she trudged deeper into the woods, sweat beading on her forehead. Her heart raced as she tried to suppress the overwhelming panic bubbling inside. She stopped to catch her breath and heard a faint rustling in the distance, but it was just some others from Hayden, also searching for Adam. He may have wandered off in search of Kai. Adam loved spending time with him. Leah couldn't believe how deeply Adam idolized Kai. She had never seen him respond to anyone like it before. But why wouldn't he let her know? Adam knew the rules. He couldn't go anywhere or be with anyone without first telling her. She took a deep breath and attempted to calm her racing thoughts. Adam could already be back at Hayden, and she would have been freaking out for no reason. But she knew he wasn't there. She wiped her sweaty brow with the back of her hand and tried to think where a 3-year-old boy could have wandered off to. Leah. A man's voice shattered the stillness of the forest, slicing through the silence like a sharp blade. Startled, Leah spun around, her heart racing in her throat. She knew that voice. Dressed from head to toe in black, Ben stood in front of her with his hair slicked back from his expressionless face. "Ben?" she gasped, taken aback. How did he manage to sneak up behind her without making a sound? The ground was covered with dry leaves, and each step she took resulted in a loud crunching noise. It was like he materialized out of thin air. Fear caused the tiny hairs on her neck to stand on end. "Why are you here?" she asked, trying to keep her composure. "Well, let's see." His fingers stroked his chin as he advanced toward her. Unconsciously, Leah backed away. "What could possibly bring me here?" He raised his hands, looking around at the vast expanse of trees losing their leaves. "Stay where you are!" Her hand went out in front of her, warning him to stay back. He chuckled, amused. "Or what, Leah?" He moved closer. "I don't find you the least bit threatening, but I guess that's what happens when you marry someone. You get to know them pretty well." "Did I ever know you, Ben?" Leah asked, her throat tightening. She tried to shift her gaze to the left, searching for any way to escape or someone she could call out to for help. He stopped and cocked his eyebrow. "Didn't you know? I think you did. I think you knew exactly who I was. You were just too weak to admit it. That would require you to take action." Leah's face burned deep red. Ben's words seared into her brain. Was it true? Had she known all along just what type of man Ben was? No. She knew he was a lot of things, but not the man that stood in front of her. "I would never imagine you capable of all you did to Yasmin." Leah felt herself burning with the anger that had been building for several months.
"Or the murder of innocent people! Children, Ben! You're a father, for goodness sake!"
Her voice shook with emotion as she uttered the word father.
"That's messed up, Ben. So freaking messed up,"
she said, feeling the defeat taking over her. "Speaking of children, it seems like you misplaced one." Ben inspected his nails as he spoke, paying no mind to the accusations being thrown at him. A sudden understanding washed over Leah as her head snapped up, the realization coursing through her entire being.
"You have him! You have Adam?"
She lunged forward, grabbing Ben's shirt in her hands, twisting it tight. His fingers dug into Leah's wrists, his grip firm and unyielding as he yanked them away from his body. He glared at her with a fiery rage, his eyes locking onto her pale face.
"Where is he?"
she demanded, trying in vain to break free of his hold on her. "Wouldn't you like to know?" He shoved her back, releasing her wrists and throwing her off balance. She stumbled but didn't fall. Steadying herself, Leah moved forward again.
"Where is he, Ben? Where is Adam?"
Turning his back, Ben walked away, aware she would follow. "Come along, Mama. Try to keep up."
"You better not have hurt him."
Leah ran up beside Ben, stepping in front of him, bringing him to a halt. He pushed her aside like she was an annoying pet and continued walking.
Ben!
She said, running beside him, trying to keep up.
Please, Ben, please give him back to me.
She begged, gripping his arms and digging her nails into him. Ben pulled his arm away, looking at her with disgust.
The problem with women like you and Yasmin is that you don't consider the consequences of your actions,
he remarked, ignoring Leah's mortified expression as he kept walking, pushing aside any branches that dared to slow him down.
Ben,
Leah pleaded, fear building inside her as his words rang true in her ears. They did think about it, didn't they? But she never expected her actions would lead to Ben taking Adam from her.
Shut up, Leah, and walk. I'm doing the talking now.
Ben kept walking fast as Leah stumbled, trying to keep up beside him.
You and Yasmin, my women, you have about ruined me with your antics. This latest one is really going to cost you, Leah. You!
He swung around, grabbing her by the shoulders.
You stupid woman! Did you think that there would be no repercussions for what you and Yasmin did? Why on earth would you help the woman you caught me in bed fucking? Are you just a sucker for punishment?
Leah tried to speak, but she stumbled over her words.
Ben, I need you to tell me. Where is Adam?
She pleaded.
I don't even want an explanation. It's too late.
He released her with a look of disgust and continued his stride towards a clearing emerging on the side of the highway.
Where are you taking me?
Leah asked, noticing a van just up ahead, parked on the side of the road against the highway railing.
You?
I'm not taking you anywhere. He started down the paved road toward the waiting van.
Then why did you want me to follow you?
She asked, confused, with a sense of unease taking over once again. Ben approached the van and reached into his front pocket for his keys. With a quick turn of his hand, he unlocked the door and climbed inside. The door slammed shut behind him, leaving Leah standing outside. She pounded her fists against the window and yanked on the door handle, but Ben had already locked it.
Ben? Where is he? What are you doing?
Leah yelled, on the verge of hysteria, as Ben started the engine. She grasped the door handle once more, jiggling it with all her might to make it magically open.
Ben!
She screamed, pounding on the window once more with her fists. The dark window rolled down at a snail's pace, revealing Ben's cold eyes peeking out from behind the glass. My darling wife, I'm here to give you one last chance to see your son for the last time, he said, with a controlled expression and a small smile playing on his lips.
What?
Her heart raced as she leaned in, gripping the window ledge as if her life depended on it. Because it did.
What are you talking about?
Ben cocked his head towards the rear of the van. Leah pressed down on the window, trying to lower it, stretching her neck to look at what was inside the back seat. Adam was fast asleep, sprawled across the seat with his thumb in his mouth. His lips, smooth and plump, moved in a gentle sucking motion around his thumb, looking just like he did when he was a baby.
Adam!
Leah yelled through the window, feeling the pain in the palms of her hands as she smacked them repeatedly against the glass.
Adam!
The little boy didn't move. Frantically, Leah reached through the window, her fingers trying to grasp hold of Ben.
What have you done to him?
She cried out in a panic, the sound of her own voice vibrating in her ears. The window started to roll up, trapping Leah's wrist and hand. Panic surged through her body. The gap between the glass and frame narrowed. She looked at Ben wide-eyed, feeling the sharp edge of the window pressing into her flesh.
Ben, what did you do to him?
Leah's voice rose in hysteria, her mind blinded by the sight of Adam unconscious in the back of the van and her inability to reach him.
Just gave him a little something to help him sleep. He doesn't seem to trust good old Dad anymore. Now, Leah, say goodbye.
He hollered above Leah's screams.
No! Please give him back!
Ben wrenched Leah's hand and painfully pushed it out the window.
You did this, Leah! I warned you! You have only yourself to blame!
He rolled the window all the way up and kicked the van into gear, spitting out dust and pebbles in its wake.
No!
Leah's feet hammered against the pavement as she raced behind the van, her arms outstretched and fingers grasping in vain as the van continued to speed away and disappear out of sight.